my friend William, since he grew up in Florida, was registered Republican when he could first register to vote, and it's basically been too lazy to change it since then, and now plots on one day running for office as a Republican, only to pull a switcheroo and then reveal that he's a Democrat.
That's a good idea. I don't care what we do. I really don't. Yeah.
Egg. I know you hate the Yoshi one.
Wait, what's the Yoshi one?
That first course, Yoshi Circuit.
I hate 2 of those.
Let's not do it then. Let's do...
No, we've done Shy Guy Falls. What the fuck?
This is one of the new ones. We've done these 2.
I didn't realize, because I don't move over? Yeah, I didn't realize that those were all, like, active before. I thought they were all open. I was like, that's fucking crazy. Were those good?
Turnip Cup, Propeller Cup, Rocket Moon, Spiny, Acorn Cherry.
I think the Acorn Cup's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Go
all
back.
right, place your bets now.
Acorn
Which
Cup.
of these cup? Acorn
we
Cup?
We won't know probably for like 2 years. I don't care which one.
My money's on Turnip Cup. Let's fucking do this one.
Sure. Yeah, but seriously, 4-day work week. I'm telling you.
Yep.
I think people would be happier and healthier and spend more money.
Yeah.
And be more productive. So I think literally everybody would get what they want.
Yeah. Well, speaking of fuck.
Speaking of clowns.
Speaking of fuck.
Somebody called the circus because all the clowns ended up in Washington.
Speaking of hustle culture and also West Salem Public House, I was there yesterday for a meeting with the guy I'm doing the website for, and after our meeting concluded, we were talking for like an hour, and then we just like got to talking, and he asked me where I went to undergrad, and I was telling him a little bit about Alabama.
What website are you doing?
For a local charity called Santa's Helper.
Oh, yes, you're talking about the guy that's paying you the money so you're going to buy the keyboard.
Yeah.
I meant to tell you, I think I found it. I don't know if you want to buy used, but I got to send you something.
Okay. Anyways, so we were talking about Alabama for a little bit, and then this random dude who was buying coffee overheard us.
Oh, no, you bothered a sports dude.
Well, he said, "Oh, Roll Tide. I'm from Alabama. I'm a Montgomery native. It's not often you hear people talking about Alabama here." Like, oh, hey. And then he, like, invites himself to sit down with us. Ooh. And starts talking.
Old or young?
He's about our age.
Okay. Weird.
It was incredibly weird. So this is how he starts. He must have thought that West Salem Public House was hosting some kind of networking event or something, because over the next 10 minutes,
oh my God,
he tells us basically his whole life story. And he's like, yeah, I grew up in Montgomery. I was in the theater scene there for a while, and then I moved to New York to become an actor. I have 5 years of acting experience in New York. While I was there, a friend and I made a startup, and we won Best New Beverage of 2019. Got into some construction work up there, and like, oh, okay.
I'm sorry, wait.
He just goes on and on. No, let me finish first, because this is like, this roller coaster is just getting started. They say, oh, well, what brought you to Winston-Salem? He goes, well, one of those online arranged marriage things.
What?
Yeah, legit. Like, I have a wife now through an online arranged marriage. And so I came to Winston, and I really like working with my hands, I wanted to continue construction, so I'm working on a new startup that's going to revolutionize the housing industry in North Carolina.
Sure.
And he starts telling us about his tiny house for homeless people ideas and stuff. And he mentions the website like 3 times and like clearly wants us to write it down and check it out. And then eventually he just opens it up on his phone and starts showing us. And he starts talking about all of his, that he's, writing music and performing around here. And then he also unprompted shows us a video recording of him playing somewhere. Not bad, but not particularly great.
Guitar.
Guitar and singing.
Singer-songwriter.
Yep.
Acoustic.
Yep. Yeah. The most basic dime a dozen hipster white guy type guitar singer act you can imagine.
Was he wearing a poop hat?
No.
Okay. Scarf? It was too hot.
No, he was wearing a necklace though, and he had an earring.
That counts.
Yeah.
Was he cute?
He looked like he would be an actor type, and he also mentioned his acting experience like 5 or 6 times.
Well, he's obviously not an actor type if he's not still doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he says how he likes to randomly he goes, I like to go to the Renolda House Museum and test out my improv act there on people who don't know who I am, and I pretend to be different people, and then he starts putting on an act for us and doing accents and stuff that he'll pull on strangers.
Fuck up. No,
yes,
you didn't.
yes. I'm not shitting you.
Are you serious?
All of this happened in the course of like 10 minutes without
us
asking.
What was this guy's name?
Braxton.
Shut the fuck up. His name was not fucking Braxton.
His name was Braxton. And then he's like, I just like to have my hook in as many different waters as I can. You know, every day I'm learning a new skill. I'm trying to teach myself something new. And he literally must have thought that, like, the guy I was with, Robert, is his name. We must have thought that he was someone of some importance or something, because he's basically trying to pitch himself and every single skill he has very clearly to Robert, not to me. But it was fucking wild, man.
So, actor. Startup that made a drink.
Yep. Construction worker startup. Singer-songwriter. Aspiring improv comic.
So what was the drink?
I don't know, but it was the best of 2019 in New York, apparently.
I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I want to see him act. I think he sounds nice. I think you should ask him if he's open to being in a band.
I just like, it was one of those, I cannot believe that this guy is just pouring all of this out.
You should have invited him over. Maybe he can be on this. He sounds a hell of a lot more interesting than us. You know, I'm sure that this is too much of a blanket statement. I feel like singer-songwriter types don't do well in bands usually. Like, I just feel like they never... Oops. I feel like... Because I've tried that a couple... Every time I've gone to somebody's house and been like, oh, like, I'm a singer-songwriter, but I'm trying to make it more of like a band thing. I'm like, oh, cool, like, I'm down for that. But what that really means is...
They want people to play their music.
They want people to play their very specific music exactly the way that they wanted to.
Yeah.
And also...
They want to direct a band that works for them.
Right.
Rather than be a part of a collaborative, creative process.
Yeah. And also, too, when it's not that good, and then you're supposed to just kind of sit there and be like, yeah. Like, people have literally been like, well, we're at my house, so I'm like, okay. I guess we'll play it the way you want, then.
Oh, wow. Yeah. We're at my house?
Yeah, like an adult person said that to me. I was like, all right. I was like, well, you know, you could make this interesting or not. And, like, again, obviously, I'm no, like, magician at anything. I can't make anything amazing. I'm not some, you know, phenomenal talent, but holy shit. It was... I'll never forget. I told you this before, but the guy whose house I went to, and he was like, yeah, you know... been working on this song. You know, like he literally had he clearly had like one acoustic guitar that was kind of fucked up. And I think something just struck this guy, and he was like, I want to be in a band. Even though he didn't really know how to play, but he obviously didn't share that. And I get there, and he's like, yeah, I've been working on this song, you know, it's real dark.
Ooh.
It's pretty brooding, like you got to give it a minute, like it's slow. He's like, I really, you know, like, I want people to, like, feel it. I'm like, okay, cool. And he straight up starts playing one chord. He starts playing an A minor, just up and down. And he looked at me like, right? Can you imagine? And I'm like, nice, dude. And I literally, like, I was like, as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, I'm leaving. But I played, like, for 5 minutes. And I just, like, he literally was just giving me an A minor. So I just played, like, one little tiny lick over it. And he was like, whoa. This is something. He literally said, he's like, I can't remember the term he used. I can't remember. I remember because it struck me how fucking stupid it was. I think he said, I think we've really got something special here.
Oh, God.
Or we've really got some magic here, something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah. And then I went home, and I was home in like less than an hour. And Emily was like, oh, did it not work out? And I was like, nah. She was like, "Did you go?" I was like, "Yeah." Yeah, I did. I don't know. That's the one thing I don't ever want to be. I don't want to be delusional.
Yeah.
I want to know exactly how good or bad I am. And I feel like I'm pretty good at knowing that.
Yeah.
Also, I probably need to practice more. I cannot fucking stop going off that side there.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I can't stop drinking wine.
Don't give me that. I don't want that. Oh, she's got such a very weird, specific energy about her.
Oh, but it's
I
so
love it.
good.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Nobody ever. I don't think another person can do those bits.
No.
Anyway, like even close.
Yeah.
Also, the one Emily really I like it too, but Emily loves it. The one with the magician.
Yeah.
And just when they get up in bed, and she's just like, "He pulled out your little dick,
baby dick, and jerked it off in front of everyone, and nothing came out.
Because you're a child." That was a good one.
Then straight to, we'll stay together for the kids until they graduate high school, but I will not respect you.
I don't have a baby dick. This suit costs $400. I want a supercut of every single time we've mentioned I think you should leave on this mess, and just have to listen to it and realize that it's 90% of our conversation. Anything funny that's ever said is not from us; it's from
It's
them.
from quoting that. Yeah, it's such a good show though.
That show changed my life. Absolutely. Oh, my nose is all stuffed. It's going in the fucking basement.
Oh fuck! You beat me.
You idiot! I fucking ruined you. This is all a ruse. I just wanted to win.
Okay, I've got a good would you rather.
What the fuck? That's fine. Remind me there.
We played it last time and it was really good. I thought it was one of our better bits.
Did we do that?
Yeah,
We did.
we did a would you rather.
Oh, was it the poop out of your mouth or eat shit? What? You know what I'm talking about.
I do. No, it was not that. That was a while ago, and it was if you could only have one hole for all hole-related functions.
That's what I said.
Which hole would it be?
That's what I said.
No, here's my would you rather. And I can't take credit for coming up with this because I heard it on Comedy Bang Bang a long, long time ago. The podcast
or the show?
The podcast. And I thought it was fantastic. And I ask this one to people often. Would you rather fuck a donkey, but no one would ever know about it?
Mm-hmm.
Or not fuck a donkey, but everyone is absolutely convinced that you did?
Ooh. The one where people are convinced you did, but you didn't have to.
This includes your
fine.
wife, your child, everyone you've ever known in your life.
Yeah, but I would just lean into it.
You'd lean into it?
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, what of it? Just before I knew you guys. Sure.
You met Emily in like high school.
Yeah, it was before I knew her.
Tales of a teenage donkey fucker.
Yeah, I'd just be like, I was just a kid, you know, just messing around. Just doing kid stuff.
God.
Exactly, that's how I'd sell it. Kid stuff.
Kid stuff.
You know how kids
Just guys, locker room talk.
Yeah. What's the question?
Grab
Wow.
grab him by the donkey pussy.
This is embarrassing because it's literally in every episode, but what was the thing that Scott asks every guest is about? What is it? He's like, oh, like, is it like being on the set, or how do you balance something? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
On the Comedy Bang Bang TV show, not the podcast,
Uh-huh.
every guest gets asked the same question. And it's something, oh, fuck me. I
don't
hate when
remember.
shit like this gets in my brain and I can't remember it.
Huh. No, I have no idea.
I'm gonna have to look it up. God damn it. Also, that I don't know why this reminded me, but the whole reason that I was interested in talking about books to begin with was because I don't remember where I heard about it. If it was like, I don't remember if it was a podcast or something else. I have no idea. So there's a book called Goblin Universe. Okay.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. It is a legitimate book. I want to buy it. That's why, because I want to read it. So apparently, it's this fucking guy who is like, I can explain every single thing paranormal ever. Loch Ness Monster, ghosts, aliens, Bigfoot, every single thing I can explain. And his answer is because they all are in the Goblin universe. And there's it's literally like, I'm in my limited understanding, because I haven't read it, it's this whole theory about how he's like, this is why some people see stuff, it's because it happens in this universe, and it's like basically like a real world upside down to our world.
Wait, is this fiction, or is this some dude like presenting a legit theory?
This is a guy presenting a legitimate, what he believes to be scientific theory. And then for some reason, yes, and for some reason, like halfway through it, it spins around and is like, and Jews did all of this, and it's like all of a sudden, it's like literally like halfway, and he lays out this whole theory about why. And I might be wrong. Maybe it's not Jews, but it's something that it's some like very small group of people who he blames for like. It's like, again, I haven't read it, so I'm, but I felt it was interesting enough to share with you. Because I'm gonna read it as soon as I can fucking find a copy. But
you have to read it and then give me a report.
He literally is like, oh well, yeah, like the Goblin universe is their fault, and all of the bad paranormal stuff is their fault, but all the good paranormal stuff existed anyway. Like it's really it gets real wonky apparently. But yeah. But I just love the idea of a guy writing a book called The Goblin Universe.
Yeah.
And like before that, he mostly wrote books about like fishing. So he was like, and the way he got into it was because he was like, oh yeah, the Loch Ness Monster absolutely is real.
Off, baby Peach.
So he wrote about the Loch Ness Monster, and then I guess for some reason that experience drove him to decide to write about the Goblin Universe.
Wow. Beautiful.
Goblin Universe, man.
Goblin Universe.
The other thing that's worth it is, and I'll try to send it to you, but if I don't, when you're editing it, you'll remember. Find a picture of the cover.
Yeah.
Throw it up.
Yeah.
It's a poorly drawn like dragon, I believe, like coming through a Tron like structure in space.
Yeah.
Apparently crossing the Goblin universe, I believe, the threshold between the two universes. Yeah, Goblin universe, dude. I'm telling you, see, and I was thinking about it the other day. We heard about this like a while ago, Emily and I. So it must have been a podcast because it must have been a podcast that we were listening to in the car. Anyways, I thought about it in the like throes of my diarrhea fever. I didn't have a fever, don't worry. You're not gonna get sick. But in my like diarrhea stupor, I was like, what about the Goblin universe? That's not a joke. I literally was like sitting there being like, I literally think my thought was, I wonder if this is also happening in the Goblin universe. And then I was like, what if I am in the Goblin universe? Because
what
this
if
seems
this is the
paranormal.
Goblin universe?
Yeah. So seriously, yeah. I looked for it while I was on the toilet, and I couldn't find like a physical copy. But you better believe if are you fucking serious? I didn't know that was possible. You better believe if I buy the Goblin Universe, I'm getting a hard copy so I can put that shit on my shelf. Let me find it while you're
I
here.
love it.
Hold on.
The Goblin Universe.
Goblin Universe. Like, you can buy a PDF. That's not interesting. I'm not going to do that.
No. Ted Holiday.
Yeah, that's his real name.
It's the Loch Ness Monster bursting through a plane in space.
Oh,
That's
it is
amazing.
the Loch Ness Monster. You're right.
Oh, that's so amazing.
So, anyways, that's what you can get me for my birthday. No, I'm finding that shit tonight. I forgot about it till just now. I don't care. All right. How much money do you think I'm willing to spend on a hard copy of the Goblin Universe? Realistically,
$100.
I might go a little higher. Like if it's hardcover, I would probably go like 130, 140.
Wow.
For Goblin Universe? Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's a rare one.
I'm gonna read
not just
that
meat
book.
and potatoes.
No, I'm gonna read that book. I'm gonna put that on my shelf so that
Did you get that one?
anytime. What?
So your book collection is not just all meat and potatoes.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
What skit is that from?
That's the one with Tim Heidecker where they're doing charades.
Yeah. Oh,
Your record collection is all meat and potatoes.
Yeah. That is another great one. Holy shit. The gazpacho every time. I also love the idea of asking for a gazpacho at somebody's house, which I know is a joke, but I just feel like I've known people who would do something that was similar to that.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, I want to have that book so people can fucking come to my house and be like, Goblin Universe? And I'll be like, yeah.
Oh, you
Let me
haven't
tell
heard
you
about
about
the Goblin Universe?
Also, I really like the idea of that book like being next to like American classics on my shelf. So people are like, what? Like I have fucking I never can pronounce it right, so I don't care. But like that Dostoevsky book, The Brothers Karamazov, that I've never actually been able to finish.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking boring, but everybody is like, it's an amazing book. I want to have that right next to Goblin Universe. So people will be like, oh, which one is this about? Fuck
These
Goblin
are
Universe.
on parallel levels
These are
in terms of
same level of
quality and influence. Yeah.
And cultural influence.
Yeah.
I'm not doing good. I don't like this game. I only like it if I win. So I only want to play Smash. Dude.
Oh boy. Sadly, I don't know of any other books on that same level of Goblin Universe madness.
There's this book that me and Scott bought it like in high school. It was this random fucking book that was like it was supposed to be like it's a funny book, but it's written in really weird ways. It's upstairs. It's called Ghosts. It's called Ghosts and Aliens. But it's literally like just making fun of it, and it's just it's just like a bunch of shitty people like walking around like talking to like it kind of has that I think you should leave sense of humor to it where it's just like random terminology that everyone just accepts, like that kind of thing. You would actually probably think it was funny. It's also again another one that has not aged well. But still it was written by Trey Hamburger. Not to be confused with Neil Hamburger.
Yeah.
Is that it? Are you done?
No.
You made the
I'm
noise like you were done.
No. I had something and I forgot what it was. I was going to say, I feel like those things, like people who are making fun of or being satirical about, like, aliens and stuff like that, they're never as funny as the people who actually believe in that stuff.
No. Oh, my God. Not even close. We watched this documentary a long time ago about this really lonely guy.
Yeah.
Who thought that he was, like, routinely talking to aliens, like, with his radio equipment, like, sitting in his house. And it was one of the most depressing things I've ever watched. Because it was literally like, here's this funny guy, isn't he crazy? And then it's like, oh, his whole family died.
Wow.
Like, when he was, like, 8. And then he got married, and then she died. And then they had a kid, and he died.
Jesus.
So it's like basically everything that this guy's ever known is dead. So he sits in his house and he's like,
I talked to
he
aliens.
played a bunch of synths and talked to aliens. And I was like, well, it's not the worst thing to do with your time, I guess.
Yeah.
Look, I told you about the alien meetings already on this.
Uh-huh.
But that was a lot of people in the town we grew up.
Yeah.
They really do. And obviously aliens are real. Like, let's just put that out there. It's super obvious that they're real. Government even says it now. But don't fucking laugh. They're real.
Have you
watched all the footage? Yeah.
You like horror movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Jordan Peele's movies?
Yes. The
Get
first
Out.
one is Get Out, and the second one is
Us.
Us?
Uh-huh. I like them both a lot.
Get Out as a horror movie.
Well, that's what it was classified as.
I feel like it's more like a thriller.
I guess so.
I guess I also am saying that because I don't find it scary in the slightest. But I thought it was a great movie.
You're a white person.
That's not. That's not the point. If that was the point, they wouldn't have it classified as two different movie types for two different races. It's supposed to be scary, period, or it's not. Just because you can't. Are you implying you can't put yourself in the place of the character just because of their skin?
No.
The story. Did I get first in every one? Oh, you
No,
got
I
first in
did.
every one. Fuck! Point is, it wasn't scary, but it was a good movie.
Okay.
And Us was also not scary, but it was a more interesting movie, I think, in the mythology that it tried to put out.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
His next movie is coming out this summer, and it looks like it's an alien movie.
Ooh. Yeah, it
Looks-
has the
it
same
looks
guy
pretty
from
good.
the first one, right?
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah, he's good. Okay, call this one here.
Oh, shit. It's 54 minutes. Yeah, fuck it. That's 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. Excuse me.
Thank you for watching Von Wolf Brain. This is Stephen Hawking's cousin, Stephen Eaglein. I am just as smart as him and more alive than him, and I watch Von Wolf Brain every day and I love it. Oh god, I love it. Please consume more content. Click here. Or here. Or here. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye. Love. Von Wolf Brain.